Defensive player.
Here we go on fourth down with Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Single slot. Check 24. Check 24. Tight left.
Now Locke throwing on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. On first down, McCord. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, third and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Throwing now is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Complete to Jones. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air again, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Nice 57. 57's right. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 26. Check 26.
Mariota again. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ready? 10 logo.
3 down, 3 down. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On 1st down, Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Got it. Yeah. Tackle. Big grip.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
They do go for it. It's Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Here I come again. Check 3.
Quickstone, travel.
Check 13. Watch the shift.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the shift. Watch
Two draw corkers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Blue
57. Target.
They'll run on first down. McCord. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCord. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first and 10, here's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, first and 10 at their own 13. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Time to go, night. Check. Alert flare.
Three.
From the gun, Mariota. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Check.
One.
Now Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Where are they, team?
3 down. Check. Crunch. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
One.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10.
57 to Mike. And that QB's exit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Look at me. Go, fight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. About this decision here, confidently they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
80 weapons. Leo. Switch.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
57, come on. It's our time. It's our time,
Mariota now from the 50. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 59. Charlie. 59. Mike to 59. Right here. 59. Mike.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Rush in.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, switch gears.
To throw is Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sparks. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Key to tight. Hey, exit. Hey. You got 3. Three down.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because